Attack of the fucking year, attack of 2016. Sam and Dean Winchester ain't got shit on this nigga. Let's go ahead and get into this review. What's good, YouTube? It's X here, and today I'm bringing y'all Mob Psycho 100 episode 1 review and another anime I gotta add to my list. The moment I watched it, and I knew it was the same people that made One Punch Man. I watched it and I was like, man, this is probably gonna be a good ass anime. I haven't read the manga yet. I plan on reading the manga now, but so right now, don't know nothing that's gonna happen. Don't need them spoilers, but we're gonna head and dive into this review. So at the beginning, it's like this little black figure that looks like a heartless. I'm assuming that's a mob because of the intro, the opening, which is fly as fuck. But yeah, I don't know exactly what this is. I'm assuming mob, but whatever it is, there's like some spirits attacking it, and this thing is just obliterating spirits left and right. And toward the end, it's like a little meter that just keeps going up. Gets to 100 and he just nukes the fuck out the area. Just gone. Afterwards, we get introduced to our first main character, Reigen, and boy, this nigga funny. Basically, he's a psychic for hire, you know. He goes to places, finds evil spirits, and takes them out. So when we meet him, he's actually helping this couple out because they're hiring him to go to this building to find this evil spirit. And the boy, the woman's boyfriend, he like the whole time he's like, "Oh, you're a fraud." Which shit. Technically, he's right, because Reigen has no psychic powers at all. They get to that building. He's like looking around like he's sensing some evil shit, but instead like he's like scared of cockroaches and stuff. And when they show the evil spirit at first, I'm thinking, oh man, this evil spirit's about to look badass. But then when they really show him, he looks like a goddamn hippie. Regardless, it doesn't matter, cause Reigen's like, I'm about to fuck this nigga up, and he just starts throwing the salt. I'm talking his ultimate technique, salt to splash, and he just starts spraying the salt everywhere. He can't miss. The man's aim is 100%. And you know what that shit does? Y'all wanna know what that shit does? It does squattily shit to this man. That evil spirit's like, you're using table salt. It's supposed to be motherfucking purified salt. Then Reigen's looking fucking starstruck. But you know what? He pulls his cell phone out. And who you gonna call? Not the Ghostbusters, but he calls his boy up. And that's when we get to meet the second main character, your boy Mob. And man, he does quick work. I had to snap moments. Quick work. He comes in there, palm up, and boom, got that ghost gone. I don't know what happened to that ghost. Let him rest on the other side, but he's gone. Find out that Mob is actually Reigen's apprentice, which is funny because Reigen ain't got no goddamn powers at all, and Mob's got all the powers. But he's made Mob believe that he's like the best goddamn psychic ever, and for some reason Mob believes him. I'm guessing because he's a kid, naiveness. But I feel like Mob knows, because toward the end of the episode, there was a point when he had saved him from an evil spirit's like fire attack. He had put a shield in front of him. So you would think like if he knew that he was the best psychic, he wouldn't have done nothing to protect him. But regardless, after that whole deal at the building, they talk a little bit, and we find out, also he's like helping him to control his powers, which I don't know how. I guess we need some backstory, but I don't know how that's working out. We also get like this little I wouldn't say timer, but like percentage meter. Like for example, after that one it said 22%, and by the end of the episode it was like 27%, and it's basically his explosion meter or something along those lines. So I don't know what happens then. Like, does he just fucking blow up, nuke everything around him? I don't know what's going on with that. But you know, he goes home. We get to meet his family. He's bending spoons like Alakazam. I'm guessing this is normal to them. Like, maybe it's like a psychic family, or just psychics are very popular in the world. But you know, we get to meet his older brother. He looks pretty cool. I don't know too much about him just yet, but you know, he looks pretty cool. But what's hella funny is, I believe it's the next day, but when Mob goes to school, I mean, for a nigga that got all the, like, seemed like he got like buku powers, this man sucks at school. God damn. I mean, first of all, when he first gets there, I guess he sees a girl that he has a crush on. It's so funny because, like, I guess we get his point of view, and he sees like all her friends around her, and he just has like fucking vegetables for their head, like they're just fucking ugly or something. Like, what the fuck? And then when he's like at gym, he sucks. He's playing soccer. He can't even hit this damn ball. He's running. Damn near nigga look like he's short of breath. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just sad. Like, I don't understand. Regardless, after his school, Reigen calls him up and he's like, "Hey, I got a job for you." So he comes through, and they actually go to investigate this tunnel where there's been like accounts of missing people and I guess killings and everything. So they go up in there, and Mob, he feels evil spirits. He's like, "Oh man, don't you feel all of this?" And Reigen, he's playing the part. He's like, "Oh yeah, of course." And they get in there. Mob's all like, "Oh, we're surrounded." So Mob's going to town on the small fry, as Reigen said. You go take the small fry, I'll go find the big boss. He goes and he walks right in front of the big boss. Mob's like, "Oh, that's the boss." We get like a little backstory where basically he was a biker, and basically him and his friends they got in an accident because the person in the front of the biker gang, when they were driving, slipped over a banana peel, and they all just crashed. It was like, how do you slip over a banana peel on a motorcycle? This is what kind of physics are these? But regardless, yeah, they all died, so they're like trapped in the tunnel. And this guy, he's like about to fight Reigen, and like I said earlier, he tries to like hit him with a fire blaster, but fire blast and shit. But Mob, he like blocks it with a force field, and I'm like, man, I mean, I'm thinking Mob actually, I think he's just playing dumb. I think he actually knows that Reigen isn't psychic, he has no powers and shit, because like I said, I don't think he would need to block that attack for him. But anyways, yeah, that happens. So he blocks attack, and when he does that, oh no, this man done fucked up. Reigen pulls out his handy dandy salt bag, and he's like, "You done fucked up, nigga." And he does the ultimate attack of 2016, banishing salt puncher. Oh shit, choking and shit, banishing assault puncher, and knocks that nigga smooth. I know he doesn't knock that nigga smooth. It didn't do anything, but it was still the best attack of 2016. I'm still saying that. After that, Mob comes in there and starts shrinking the evil spirit down, and I don't know. They always make Reigen look so goddamn cool in some of these scenes, but I don't understand. What the hell? Does it go back to the ozone layer? I'm like, is that where spirits are from? The damn ozone layer? But anyways, when he shrinks the spirit down, he tells them like they're not the strongest there. There's actually a monster that was the reason for all the killings in the tunnel is there's an evil spirit down there stronger than that fool. So Mob walks down there, he finds the spirit. It looks intimidating. I was like, oh shit, okay. And it eats the shit out of Mob, and I'm like, come on. I know that's not the end. I know it's not the end. And of course it's not, because Mob blows that nigga sky high. I'm talking, he nukes that fool. And then he walks back and he says that monster wasn't even strong at all. Like, damn. If that monster, and I think he said that monster's like 100 years old or something, and looked like that, and it wasn't strong at all. I'm trying to figure out what's strong to Mob. But you know, regardless, when he nukes it, he finds a picture. He finds a picture of the biker gang that they all took, and he gives it to the spirit, which causes the spirit to move on to the other side. Him and his friends get to move on to the other side. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. After that, Mob and Reigen leave the tunnel. Reigen flips out because I'm guessing the bus schedule is over with them for the day. So I'm guessing they had to walk the fuck home. Oh yeah, they did, because I think they took the train. But also it was funny because Mob was like, "Hey, why didn't you do anything that whole time?" And you know, Reigen had to cover his ass like, "Oh well, you know, I told you before we got there that I was gonna let you handle the small fry." And he's like, "Oh yeah, of course." Like, I can tell Reigen's gonna be fucking funny. I can tell. But yeah, and then at the end of the episode, the meter, Mob's meter, is at 27%. So that's the end of the episode. First thoughts. So far so good. I mean, it's really funny. The action seems like it's gonna be amazing later on. It was good action in this episode. I've heard that some people don't like the animation, but I don't know, like, I feel like at the beginning the animation was one way and then it switches later on, in my opinion, or at least it switched a little bit. But I liked the animation in the beginning and, like, you know, the rest of the episode. So I don't know, I don't have any complaints about that. But overall, thought it was a great episode. But like always, this has been your boy X. If you like the video, go ahead and rate, comment, and subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys later, and I'm out. Deuces.